Hey, it's Russ from Pilates Guy, and I've just finished my Saturday morning virtual session live and got talking to somebody about Pilates for Men. So I thought I'd make a quick video just really to kind of let you know what you need to know about Pilates for Men. So first of all, there isn't really any such thing as Pilates for Men. In terms of actual Pilates, it was created by a man, Joseph Pilates, a professional boxer who was in the UK teaching the British police self-defense before the First World War. And it was a conditioning methodology that he created, which helps to sort of rebalance the body, get the body functioning well from a muscular perspective, breathing perspective, and general health perspective, which was related to conditioning for boxing, wrestling, gymnastics, sports and things like that. So it improves sports performance, helps with pain, helps ease out sort of muscular imbalances throughout the body, spinal, postural imbalances throughout the body, so that you perform, function, feel better. So there's no specific methodology of Pilates that is for men. Where it gets a little bit difficult is where the delivery can be different. So I got through about 5 different instructors before I found my instructor, and I thought at the beginning I needed to avoid these ex-dancer, extremely flexible female instructors who played panpipes and had a voice a little bit like my therapist that I should have, not that I do have, in the background. And I went to different instructors, some men, and actually even the male instructors I went to weren't quite right for me. I didn't like their approach, and I ended up with my instructor now, who does have a voice a little bit like the therapist that I should have, and did use something a little bit like panpipes in the background, and did speak very softly, and was female and very flexible, and did sort of work in dance and that sort of thing. But her approach was technical, practical, very modern, and functional, which really helped me. So that's what clicked with me. So it isn't that there's a type of Pilates for men, a type of Pilates for women, or anything else. Another thing in Pilates we talk about a lot is the pelvic floor as being part of our core engagement. Well, we've all got a pelvic floor, and I've been asked so many times if I have a pelvic floor as a guy. We all have pelvic floors. If we didn't have pelvic floor, I mean, they keep our insides in, they help us stop wetting ourselves or going to the toilet, but they're also a fundamental muscle of the core that help us have real, true core strength. So if you don't strengthen your pelvic floor, you don't have a strong core. So sometimes that can be confusing for people, but ultimately, I guess my point is, it is down to delivery, and some people don't, particularly guys who maybe don't have the same coordination as the ballet dancer instructor, or where a yoga teacher has become a Pilates instructor because there's similarities and a little bit of crossover, so they've decided to do that as well. And they're like super flexible, and they move in patterns and movements that are hard to follow and maybe a little bit too quick to follow. That's what I really struggled with. So, I created my methodology of Pilates to be, quite slow and controlled, easy to follow, really focused on the things that brought me to Pilates in the first place, which was my back pain and then my sports performance. And even now, as I'm heading towards 40, I'm 36 now, my back problem started at 25, but even now it's helping me improve in my abilities, sort of whether I'm weight training or whether I'm doing functional or mobility work. I'm way beyond where I was in my mid-20s, and I'm now closer to 40 than 30. So that's the reason I teach and instruct in the way that I do. That's kind of what I picked up from my instructor and then brought kind of my own approach into it. So yeah, in a nutshell, really, there is no Pilates for men. It's not really a thing, but the delivery sometimes can be more focused towards a more practical approach, not necessarily men, but more practical approach than some harder to follow examples. And also, sometimes as guys, we would prefer to be in a room with another bunch of men for group exercise. Some guys don't like being in a group full of sort of women in lycra, or we've got a fear of looking stupid, and we just know most women are going to be more flexible than us. Or we just fearful that we're not going to be very good at it and look like an idiot, which is exactly how I felt when I started. None of that really matters. It all goes away. Every instructor will, if you let them know you're new, will keep things to a level that you can follow. But hopefully that's helpful. All of my sessions are absolutely appropriate for men, equally for women, so feel free to have a look. I've got a free trial of my on-demand online platform at the moment. I've just launched my complete beginners online 6-week course, which session 1 is now live. I'd say it's a 7-day free trial. It's $7.99 a month after that. So if you are interested, go to my website www.pilatesguide.co.uk and just go to the Pilates on Demand page. All the details are in the information here as well. Otherwise, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You could like this video, I'd really appreciate it. And let me know if you've got any questions. You can contact me at info@pilatesguide.co.uk. Thanks for watching. I hope that has been a little bit helpful, and just give me a shout if you've got any questions. Speak to you again soon.